Ladies and gentlemen, we just got a ton of massive leaks regarding multiplayer of Black Ops 6. And what I mean by ton is basically the entirety of multiplayer of Black Ops 6 was just leaked. Absolutely crazy. This is the biggest leak in Call of Duty franchise history. We're talking about full gameplays, maps, weapons, field upgrades, and plenty more. Now before we go any further in the video, a quick disclaimer: the footage that were leaked were all captured on the last gen console PS4, which means the footage that we saw will be very different to the ones that we will get in the beta most likely, and of course when the game releases. All things are subjected to change, and from the things that we saw in the footage until release, a lot of things will have changed. Some things would have been added, maybe removed, a lot of things would have been polished up and all that. Oh, and before I forget, I did want to mention that all the leaks that I talk about here in this video do come from a new leaker by the name of I Am Better Than Alex. And with all that being said, let's start off with all the leaked weapons that were shown in the gameplay. For the assault rifles, we have the XM4 returned from Black Ops Cold War, we have the AK-74, and we have the AMS-85. We move on to the SMGs, we have the C9, the Tanto 22, and finally the Jackal PDW. We move on to the shotguns, and we have the Marine SP. This is the only shotgun we know of so far. For the LMGs, we have the XMG, again so far only one LMG we know of. For the marksman rifles, we have the SWAT 5.56, and finally the DM10. And finally for the sniper rifles, we have the SVD and the LR 7.62. Then we move on to the secondaries, we have the GS45 pistol and the 9mm PM pistol. We move on to the launchers, we have the Sigma 2B, and finally to finish off with the leaked weapons, we of course have the melee knife. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there's definitely a very good range of different weapons, from assault rifles to SMGs to even sniper rifles, but of course like I said, these are only some of the weapons that will be available when the game launches, with plenty more to be added. Moving on from the weapons, next up we have the leaked tactical, lethals, and field upgrades. Let's start off with the tacticals first. We have the concussion grenade, the flashbang, the stim shot, the proxy alarm, and finally the decoy. Next up we have the lethals, and they are frag grenades, semtex, thermo grenade, blast trap, and finally the combat axe. Now we move on to the field upgrades. First of all, we have the assault pack, which will give you extra ammo and equipment to resupply yourself and your team, just like how we have in Modern Warfare 3 and we had last year in Modern Warfare 2. Following that, we have the trophy system. We all know about the trophy system. Following that, we have a new field upgrade called the neurogas, and when deployed, it will emit a neurotoxic gas cloud, causing severe hallucinations and disorienting and damaging victims. And I can already tell you guys, this is definitely not going to be fun to deal with. It's gonna get quite annoying real fast. Following that, we have the acoustic AMP, which is a personal audio amplifier that makes enemy footsteps louder for a duration. Okay, that is very interesting, and I can already see it coming in handy. However, let's just hope that the footstep audio is not going to be broken like it is with every new release of Call of Duty. And finally, to finish off with the field upgrades, we have another new field upgrade called the Sleeper Agent, and this is very interesting because it says infiltrate the enemy team appearing as a friendly to them for a short duration, kills extend the time, gunfire and enemy contact reveal your true identity. So basically, if you use this field upgrade, you will disguise yourself as your enemy team and appear friendly to them for a short duration of time, but as you get kills, that time gets extended. However, with gunfire and enemy content, they will find out that you're actually just in disguise and you're actually part of the enemy team and not friendly. But I can already tell you guys, this could be fun. Okay, the amount of clips that could come out from using the Sleeper Agent field upgrade, it's gonna be crazy. I cannot wait to see how this will actually work in game. Next up, we have the perks, and let's start off with perk 1. First of all, we have Assassin, which we also had in Black Ops Cold War. Then we have Scavenger, we all know about Scavenger. Following that, we have a new perk which is called Bruiser, and melee kills and finishing moves will replenish your health and an extra score, which means we also know that finishing moves will return in Black Ops 6. Following that, we have the return of Ninja, we also have the return of Ghost, Flak Jacket also returns, and finally Tac Mask. Following that, we have perk 2. The first one is called Dexterity, which will reduce weapon motion while jumping, sliding, and diving and take less fall damage. Following that, we have Gun Ho, which will reduce movement penalties while reloading or using equipment, and also can reload while tag sprinting. Again, also confirms that tag sprinting will return. Next up, we have Tracker, which of course allows you to see enemy footsteps on the ground. Following that, we have Engineer, which will allow you to see enemy equipment and score streaks through walls. Following that, we have Forward Intel, which will increase the minimap area and show direction indicators for revealed enemies. That is cool, almost like an advanced UAV type thing. Next up, we have Dispatcher, which will reduce score cost for non-lethal score streaks and stacks with bankroll. And finally, we have Fast Hands, which will allow you to swap weapons faster. Next up, we move on to perk 3. First of all, we have Double Time, which of course will allow you to increase the duration of tactical sprint. Next up, we have Bankroll, which will allow you to start each life with 150 score towards your score streaks. That will make you earn your score streaks faster. That is always awesome. Next up, we have Vigilance, which will display a HUD icon wherever you appear on enemy minimaps, immune to CUAVs and scramblers. Next up we have cold-blooded. We all know cold-blooded. Following that we have the quartermaster, which will allow you to recharge equipment over time. Following that we have gearhead, which will allow you to have 2 field upgrade charges, increased field upgrade charge rate, hack enemy equipment and field upgrades, and finally booby trap care packages. And finally, to finish off with the perk, we have guardian, which will allow you to heal fast while capturing and holding objectives, and also revive down teammates faster. Okay, if I'm being honest with you guys, I'm definitely liking the looks of all the 3 slots of the perks in Black Ops 6. Looking absolutely awesome. We of course have our usual return perks, but we also have a couple new ones, and the new ones I'm really excited for. Moving on from that, we have the return wildcards, of course first seen in Black Ops 4. In this leaked gameplay, we get to see 3 wildcards. First of all, we have overkill, which will allow you to take 2 primary weapons instead of a secondary weapon. Our second wildcard is called gunfight, and it will allow you to add 3 extra attachments for your primary weapon, which will of course allow you to use up to 8 attachments on your primary weapon like we saw in the previous Black Ops 6 direct. And the third and final wildcard is called perk greed, which will allow you to equip an extra perk. Now following all of that, I wanted to quickly talk about the leaked gameplay. From what I saw from the videos that I saw of the leaked Black Ops 6 gameplay, I must say everything looks smooth. Okay, I was very excited for the omni movement feature, and these leaked gameplays, it shows that the omni movement feature is working very smooth and very awesome. I mean, you are diving in any direction you want, you can run in any direction you want, there is no delays in diving or sprint or anything like that. I really liked what I saw. Okay, I thought it was very good, but of course we cannot really say for 100% until we actually try it out for ourselves. I am really excited for omni movement feature. It looked very smooth and clean. Also, I did want to mention the HUD. The HUD looks very awesome. Okay, as we already know, the HUD is customizable, so you can put anything on the HUD wherever you want on your screen, the middle, to the left, to the right. You can customize it however you want, but again, from the leaked images, the HUD is looking very simple, very clean, and very nice. But as we're on the topic of the HUD, I also wanted to mention from the leaked gameplay that we saw, we did see a much improved UI. It is very simple, it is very easy to navigate. No more of that weird and hard to navigate UI from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. No, this is very simple, very easy to navigate, like I said. So that is definitely a much needed change. I'm very excited for the UI in Black Ops 6. And as we're on the topic of improved UI, also the gunsmith UI has been improved as well. That is super awesome. No more of the infinite side swiping. No. Now we have actually a scroll down menu for attachments and all that. Again, definitely much needed change. And also, as I'm speaking about the gunsmith, you can actually customize your reticles in Black Ops 6. Yes, you heard that right, you can customize your reticles in Black Ops 6. You can use any optic you want, but you can customize the reticle of the optic, and that is absolutely awesome. But moving on from that, now let's talk about all the leaked maps in Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Now there are 20 maps that are leaked. However, as we all know, at launch of Black Ops 6 we'll only be getting 16 maps, 12 of which are 6v6 and the other 4 are strike maps for much smaller modes like 3v3 and 2v2. So the 20 leaked maps are as follows. First of all, we have Vorkuta mine. Of course, Vorkuta being very iconic in Black Ops 1. We also have Vorkuta, we have Catacomb, we have Flat, we have Dig, which is actually a World at War map but also a Black Ops 2 map. We have Babylon, Train Graveyard, we have Russian Base, Socotra, or as we know it as Yemen from Black Ops 2, very iconic map. We also have Hacienda, which is another Black Ops 4 map. Then we move on to Strip Mall. We have Red Card, Farm Range, an iconic Black Ops 1 map, Veiled, Canals, Island, Pillage, Radar, Stealth, and finally the iconic Nuketown. However, it doesn't end there just yet, because it was also leaked that there will be multiple remastered maps coming in Black Ops 6. First of all, like we already mentioned, we have Dig, which was a World at War and also Black Ops 2 map. We'll also be getting WMD, a Black Ops 1 map, Yemen from Black Ops 2 like we mentioned, Hacienda from Black Ops 4, and of course the iconic Fun Range from Black Ops 1, and finally Fringe from Black Ops 3. Another new return feature will be in Black Ops 6, and there is none other than interactable objects in these maps. Yes, you heard that right, there will be plenty of interactable objects that you can, like I said, interact with, which will of course create new line of sights, new flanking abilities, and just multiple different ways to play each map, and that is absolutely awesome. Alongside all of that, there were also some score streaks that were leaked. Now just keep in mind, these are only some of the score streaks. There will be plenty more coming once the game officially launches, but the current leaked score streaks are as follows. Scout Pulse, which will cost you 400 score. RCXD, iconic streak in Black Ops franchise, will cost you 475 streak. The UAV 675 streak. The Counter UAV 700 streak. Watchdog Halo 1100 streak. The Hellstorm 1200 score. The Interceptors will cost you 1250 score, and finally the Chopper Gunner that will cost you 1600 streak. Moving on from score streaks, we have some return features in Black Ops 6. First of all, like we already mentioned when we were talking about perks, we have tag sprint that will be returning, of course, with the perk double time, confirming that already. But alongside tag sprint, we'll also be getting the return of mounting. Yes, I know everybody does not like mounting, but unfortunately it is back. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know why the developers love mounting so much. It is absolutely terrible. Maybe it's got something to do with the IW9 engine that everybody's using now, because with Black Ops Cold War we did not have mounting, and Black Ops Cold War was not on the IW9 engine. But when it comes to Black Ops 6, like Modern Warfare 2 and 3 will be on the IW9 engine, and unfortunately mounting is back. And unfortunately there is another hated feature that is returning, and that is doors. Again, doors are back. Same thing goes with mounting. The IW9 engine, they keep adding doors, but Shark's old engine, they never added doors like we saw in Black Ops Cold War. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but unfortunately mounting doors will be back. And also to finish off, we have tag stance. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't mind tag stance. It definitely did come in handy in multiple situations where I'm trying to clear a room or anything like that. I did use tag stance, and also for camo challenges I was using it. So tag stance return, I actually don't mind it. I think it's a very good feature. And to finish off with this massive leak, we actually have a Call of Duty 2025 Warzone map leak. Yes, you heard that right, not even Black Ops 6, but the next Call of Duty 2025, which is supposed to be a Black Ops 2 direct sequel. We of course know that with the launch of that we'll also be getting the new Avalon Warzone map, and in this leak there was actually a flyover of the map Avalon, and we can actually see a decent sized portion of the Avalon map for Call of Duty 2025. I mean, we can see there's rural areas, there's a golf course, and there's plenty more. It looks quite nice, but of course we still are very far from the release of Avalon map. So of course from now until then everything is subject to change, and most likely things will change. But yeah, if I say so myself, this was absolutely crazy. This is the biggest leak in Call of Duty franchise history, okay? Absolutely out of this world. But I'll tell you what, I am super excited for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. We of course have COD next in less than 25 days. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to learn more official news about multiplayer and zombies and even Warzone. And as always, make sure I stay tuned to this channel, make sure I subscribe and have your notification bell turned on. Believe me, you do not miss any of these videos. But with all that being said, make sure to click the video on the screen right now to see the newest teasers for Black Ops 6 Zombies. Thank you guys for watching this video.